Okay, everybody got head coach Brad Brownell.
Just a terrific performance by our team. I thought our kids played exceptionally well tonight. Very focused and did exactly what we practiced for 2 days. We had very difficult practices here the last couple of days to try to shore up our defense. Hopefully that will continue. That will be a big determiner in how well we do finishing the season. A lot of guys played well, but I want to single out Chase Hunter. Got his first start in a long time, and couldn't be more proud of him, the way he's played, not just tonight, but the way he's just hung in there in his 3 years here. Highly recruited kid that, started the first game of his career and then got hurt. And, freshman year was kind of a wash, in and out with some injuries. And then sophomore year, he's kind of getting ready to go and breaks a hand and finger in his hand and sets him back, and he kind of loses some confidence. And it's taken a little longer than some guys, but we talk a lot about Clemson grit in our program, persevering through things and stick-to-itiveness and just, something that you're passionate about. You just don't give in. And he hasn't done that. He's just continued to work and be coachable. And I'm just really happy that he's been playing better the last month, and he deserved to start today and played very well. So it's a great day for us.
Brad, with that, I know early in the year, some games he was missing shots, and but you would keep him out there.
Yeah.
How big was that for his confidence that you never gave up on
him? I hope that was helpful. I've had a lot of conversations with Chase over the years to try to help him, to encourage him and tell him I believe in him, and just trying to get him to think a little bit differently sometimes and not put so much on scoring and think about all the other things he can do to help our team and all the other things he has the ability to do. He's a great athlete. He has a really good feel for basketball. He can pass the ball. He'd be our third point guard if we needed one. And he sometimes can show that with the way he passes. His defense has improved tremendously since his freshman year. And now his confidence has come with it. So I'm just, I hope I've played some small part, but it's mostly him just hanging in there and just doing the work every day and believing and not giving in, which is what a lot of people do right now. And so I'm ecstatic that he's going to be rewarded for some of that, and just hope that he continues to build on it.
Right, it might get lost in the mix a little bit just with the games that Alameda and Chase had, but David Collins, he had 7 rebounds.
Really good.
Played very well.
Really good. Yeah.
What does he add to you?
Yeah, he's a big, strong, physical wing. And you see it on both ends of the floor. His driving ability to the basket, plays through contact, gets fouled. His rebounding, he's been an incredible rebounder for us. We talked a lot about that early in the season, just trying to give him some specific things that we really need him to do. I think early on David was finding his way, and we had to find a way to help him focus on a couple of things, and rebounding was one. And ever since we talked about it, his rebounding has been tremendous. And he's a very competitive young man. He wants to win. There's never a day where he's not, going to give his best. He's extremely competitive, sometimes to a fault. And we've got to, understand that we're playing with a bunch of different guys and getting used to that. But I'm just really pleased with how he's developing and the kind of year he's having and the work that he brings to our practices every day.
How would you assess the defensive side today for you guys?
Today was an A. Syracuse was, close to an F, just not very good. And today was outstanding. We can't guard them any better than that. And we were fortunate. They missed some shots they're going to make. Basketball, that happens some days. And there were some shots, to be honest with you, there were some shots that the Syracuse kids made that you go back and watch some of the film, and we're really right there. But they're that talented, and they're that good. And there's a little bit of an example of when guys get rolling and make some shots, the basket gets bigger. And you let that happen with guys like Buddy Boeheim, it's a problem. Joe Girard. Tonight, we kept them from making some shots for a long time, and then it gets smaller. And, it happens to our team too. So, but today was a fantastic defensive performance.
Al kind of mentioned that he thought you guys played just okay defensively, and Chase mentioned offensive rebounds, but do you feel like just from what you were able to accomplish tonight that it's a step in the right direction?
Oh, yeah.
Going forward?
Yeah, it's a huge step, and it's like anything, guys. It's, it's hard to be that good all the time, right? And it's, some game plans are a little bit better and work better, and, the other team makes adjustments, and then you got to do things within the game, but you got to get your guys playing together defensively and playing with urgency. And we talked about, effort and technique and talk, three areas we really had to get better at. I think our guys did that.
Go ahead, John.
You talked earlier this week about their physicality, about
Yeah.
this stuff. How did you counteract that tonight?
First of all, we challenged our players that, we've got to be tougher, and that some of us are smaller at times, and it's not easy. But you got to have the want to. There is a want to factor, and, there's a chance you might catch an elbow in the nose, and it's, you got to fight through screens. You got to get over screens. You got to do tough things defensively to be successful. And, so we drilled that, for a couple of days for sure. And I think, continue to try to build good habits and bring the sense of urgency our players needed. And then they did a great job during the game.
Kind of playing off of that, it seemed like early PJ kind of set the tone for you guys with the way he was playing early in the game.
Yeah, he did some nice things early. PJ's not practicing much at all. I don't know what he practiced, half an hour on Friday. We've got to be careful. He's got a foot that's bothering him, and we're trying to do the best we can to keep him going. And so that's not easy for him. And, I've been very demanding of PJ in practice and games, because I think he can be great. And I've talked to him about it, and he wants to be great. And so he needs some of that. But I need to understand that the guy's not practicing every day. And so it's hard. And I'm so proud of the way he's fighting through, and he doesn't want to give in for his team. And he's, Hunter Tyson's fighting through 2 ankles that aren't great right now. And, but that's just the way it is. We got no break for a while. We got to get to Tuesday and then get a little bit of a break to kind of hopefully rest a little bit. But that's part of it. So, our kids are fighting. We've had, some tough results, and we've had some really good results. And like a lot of teams in this league, it's challenging, but, our team really did a lot of great things today.
Didn't see any let up on the intensity for the game. It looked like it was full.
Yeah, I just coached till the full 40.
Coach, what did you have to tell your team in halftime? To kind of just keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah, we made, there's 3, 4, 5 things on defense and offense that, hey, we need to make sure that we're continuing to do some of these things. And there's 1 or 2 little things here that we need to, from seeing what they're doing, that let's do this. So there's a little bit of in-game strategy, but it's a lot of encouragement and challenging them to do it another 20 minutes. The message was, let's win the next half. It's not just win the game, let's win the next half. If we win the next half, we're going to be fine. And, we didn't get off to a great start the first couple of minutes, hung in there and battled back for the first 4 timeout. But then from there, I thought we got a little bit better. And we actually played a little bit bigger lineup for a few minutes just to kind of help with the rebounding. And that was okay too.
Any more questions from anybody on Zoom?
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor with CUTigers.com. Nick Honor, obviously coming in off the bench these last few games. Sorry?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, the Bengals won?
Yes.
Okay.
What a day.
Oh, man. How do I follow that?
Sorry, go ahead.
Buried the headline. With Nick Honor coming off the bench these last few games, he had a pretty good game up at Syracuse. But how important is it for him just to stay engaged and provide a spark off the bench?
Yeah, our bench has been, when our bench plays well, that's when we, have a great chance to win. When they don't, it's hard for us. And, Chase was great. Nas was great. Nick was good off the bench in the last game at Syracuse. And they're the ones that sparked us when we got off to a slow start and really couldn't get it going. And so, yeah, we're a team that's, we're playing 9, maybe 10. We're trying to work Ben in there a little bit because of his size. And he's starting to practice better and earn his time. And so, it's really important that we're able to get quality play. Nick's going to help us, whether it's starting, coming off the bench, playing with Al, running the second team, running the first team. Very valuable player.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Any more questions?